Welcome back from Onderon. How did you fare? Such vanity does not become a Jedi. The Force works its...
We should return to the Ebon Hawk.
Laser to do spot repairs.
That would be a welcome improvement. My combat effectiveness could be better sustained, and my miniature counterpart would finally be able to pull...
Alright then. I'll work on it when we get... There. You should be able to do some quick fixes. You won't be able to perform serious repairs, but you should be able to patch up. You know, I think it's time I gave your cutting laser a little boost. It works fine for repairs, but we could use your help in a firefight. Don't worry about it. We'll make sure they keep you out of their scopes. Think of it this way. You can keep Goto in line with...
If I might have a moment.
What is it, Goto?
I have spent some time in the presence of your remote and the upgrades you have performed. I am impressed with your work, though less so with your remote.
What's wrong with my remote?
I find his use of resources, energy spent on frivolous things, but it is obvious you have some skill, however slight, in the upgrading of machines. I want you...
I should be able to do something. Yes, Jim. That old thing, I built it. Hey, he's old. Something. I don't want to talk about it. Don't worry about me, I'm fine. Was there something you wanted?
Yes? I am that... Yes? You may... Before... It is not important.
What have you brought?
Ready? Let's move out.
My life is yours.
Let's move out.
How may I serve?
Let's move
The
out.
honor is mine.
I'm good to
How
go.
may I serve?
It has been some time. The years have not been kind to us both, it seems, but perhaps now they will see the truth at last.
We have felt your arrival through the Force, though it is difficult here on Tatooine.
We know what you have done to the others. The fault is mine. I knew you for what you were when we met.
And so here lies all. It is a powerful thing you have achieved here. You have brought death again. Your actions have crippled. No. Perhaps it is difficult to say, but the Order is... Because there is something we must... The destruction of the Order, the Masters, it was not an end in itself. I did not expect them to still live. But now this has been corrected, and now the sides of this conflict are as I had thought them to be. There, and what you have done. Although I did not expect them to still live, I had hoped you would learn something from the Jedi Masters as they fell before you. Not just of battle, but of yourself. I must know if killing them, if revenge brought you any measure of satisfaction, if seeing them dead has settled the disquiet within you. That is your wish, not mine. There is strength in defeating an enemy, not slaying. I merely wished them to see that they and their teachings were wrong, that one could not truly understand the Force simply by adhering to the Jedi Code. All I have ever trained have been failures to them. Students who went to fight the Mandalorians, who fell to the dark side, who abandoned their training. To see one that had the strength to best them, that is a moment I will not. Yet it has not been as satisfying as I had hoped. To best one in battle is one thing. To defeat them without striking, regardless, it had to be done. To have such powerful Jedi still live, still be felt in the Force, even on such worlds as they had chosen, was a threat that had to be ended. To the Sith? No, not to the Sith. Let us return to my question. If by killing these Jedi, it was as I thought. You have failed me, completely and utterly. I have taught you to hear the Force again, shown you the contrast, and yet still you do not understand. This is what you have wrought. Countless murderers, slayers, assassins, born of war that has, as always, taught the wrong lesson. You showed them life without the Force, and instead of showing them truth, power, all you showed them was how the galaxy may die. You are responsible for all of this. Even now, events spiral towards destruction, and there is nothing that can be done because you refuse to listen, to understand. You have seen the effects you have on those close to you, heard the echoes scream across dead planets, and watched as your strength has grown. Yet it is for nothing. To have the Jedi Masters brought low by such a failure. There is no victory in that. You have not heard a thing I have taught, and for all I have said, you have never learned to listen. Vrook was right to come here, though he did not recognize the connection until too late. This place will hide you from the Sith for a time, enough to do what must be done. You were my last hope. The only one who could change what is to come. And now you have left me nothing. I shall teach you no longer. Our bond remains. Stay here and die, apprentice, among the wreckage of all that remains of the Jedi. It is a fitting grave, and as you lie here, I pray you will listen and finally awaken. Rook was right to come here, though he did not all life. You have felt it in your companions, your choices affecting theirs. From the smallest of actions, the smallest of cruelties and kindnesses, the wounds inside people. And these echoes build. Choose the right moment. Create the right. And there are those that feed on such deaths. And when no life is left, they shall. You have taught them to bond with others, and then feed on others. Through that, what you have brought is the death. It is your gift to. And unless you hear it, and silence the echo you have caused, then every living thing everywhere that is touched by the Force will die. It is done. He is no more. Take me to Atris. She will have the strength to do what the Council cannot.
Killed you. Of course she didn't. It's a lie. The only thing that matters is the Handmaiden believes it. And she's gonna react exactly how that old witch... That's why she wanted the Handmaiden on board, you know. So she could use her to reach the Telos Academy whenever she wished, without needing the... She would, if she thought she was bringing Atris a prisoner, especially a Sith Lord. She'll take her to Telos, and Atris will do what she'll do to anyone she thinks is a Sith. Are you surprised? All that talk of hatred, manipulation, and standing on your own 2 feet? Sorry, you don't get any more Sith. Still, if we were all judged by who we were in the past... Yeah, she will. Are you surprised? All that... Yeah. That's what I was afraid you'd say.
What is wrong? Something troubles you. I can feel it. I do not understand what you mean. I will die for you when I tell you my life for yours. And if there is an ending between us when my sacrifice can save you, it will be because it is my desire. I simply do. And sometimes there is no... What did you learn with it? Then that is the danger of their beliefs. They do not understand you, what it means to be human. The feelings I have for you are because of what I see. What I follow because I believe in you. I would die for you because I believe in you. I look at you and see that perhaps a life untouched by the Force is not. I will understand if you feel you must go on alone. Instead, take strength from your connection to others. He awaits you at Telos. If you go there, you must face him. And when you do, I ask you, I beg you, to stay here with me. I know, but I could not let you go without asking. I have never asked you for anything. I have fought alongside you, would have given my life to you many times over. I want to look upon you, where no one else can see. I wish to see what no one sees. When she looks at you, what causes her to forsake her heritage, her oath? I need to know if perhaps I am wrong. It is the echo, a wound that travels still, that when heard, made me understand that there was another wounded as I was. When I heard it, I loved you more than my own life. Stay. And I want you to see what I see when I gaze upon you.
Who is there?
Who I am is not the question.
I am Atris, Jedi Master, the last historian of the Jedi.
Those are titles, words you cling to as the darkness falls around you.
You are that which has attacked the Jedi. You are Sith.
Sith is a title, yes, but like you, the title is not who. For you, it is different. Know that there was once a Darth Treya, and that she cast aside that role, was exiled, and found a new purpose. But there must always be a Darth Treya, one that holds the knowledge of betray, who has been betrayed in their heart, and will betray you have bathed in the knowledge of the Sith. But there is not enough truth in such teachings. But it will be a step.
How did it happen?
Search your heart. It was never battle that called to you, never battle that caused you to fall. Alakor 5 has touched many things, and it casts its...
Why did he betray?
You betrayed yourself. Do not blame the ex... And unlike you and I, there is still a chance that one may be saved. The one that you can't...
Where is the exile?
Oh, he will come. But it will be too late to save either of us. It is such a quiet thing to fall, but far more terrible is to admit it. Your mistress awaits. She has much to
The last of the handmaid.
It is good that you have returned. You have...
What are you saying? You are no longer one of us. You've...
Listen to me. Atris has been touched by the Sith. It is not too late for...
Silent.
It is a crime to kill blood, but not to kill a betrayer. We shall see. You were always the last of us, and...
Where have you been? You've been absent so long. Were you with the exile?
Mistress, as you commanded, I...
Commanded? Did I command you to consort with him? To follow his...
Mistress, I do not understand.
Of course you do not. But you will learn. Enough! Did you have feelings? Did you touch him? Did you look upon him with love? There is no love in that one. He is a shell, devoid of emotion. All that he was died at Malachor, and he... So... It is no crime to kill the Sith, or any that threaten the Republic. This is now my battle, and you... Your execution has been too... She said you would come here, to this place. If you think you can defeat me here, you are wrong. All this collected knowledge, all these teachings of combat and the Force, they are mine to command. And if I must use it to end you, I will. Surrender. You need not die. Atris. That is not who I am. She has not existed for some time, I think. There was always something else within me. It just took... The old woman you travelled with finally made me... She said that you would come here, and that... She said you were the last obstacle to my... I do not know, yet. I suspect she has set many things in motion. She is Sith, just as you are, just as all... I do not know, yet. Yes, the Sith are here at last, and when I defeat you and the forces you have brought to Telos, I shall take the battle to the heart of the... Surrender. Let us end... Kill me. I did not expect mercy from you at the end. If you will not kill me, this knowledge of the Sith and the Jedi, it is my attempt to hold on to the past, to try and protect the... Once I was a historian, the chronicler of the Jedi, and when both wars passed me by, in some part of me, to do what you had done, at times. You're right, the Jedi were all... You always knew where they were striking from. You always knew. These Sith are spawned of you. Spawned by the Mandalorian Wars. All their power is to feed on life, until nothing is left except a hot... Yes, I had thought she was awaiting me at that place, but I see now that she lied. It was not meant for me, but for you. She has gone there. She is waiting for you to travel to Malachor 5. To... Yes, you are an echo in the Force. A hollow space where it has been wounded. It creates places where the Force is difficult to... And what will you do with me now? Abandon me here on... It does not matter. Not now, but I thank you. Leave now, while you can. Save yourself.
You came for me. I thought I had lost you. Kreia. She said the Council had ended you, and all along she was one of those who had sought to kill us. heard her say that you were dead, I wanted to punish her, hurt her, see her answer for what she had done to the Jedi, for leading you to the Council. Of course, I am Brianna, disciple of the last of the Jedi, and the...
I didn't believe it when Lino reported the Ebon Hawk at dock, but I guess it really has. Though given the trouble we've been having, maybe I shouldn't be surprised to see you. Lieutenant Gren, Sith forces have breached the module and are attempting to pen us up in the compound. Damn. With pleasure, it's all right. It came out of nowhere. A fleet of warships dropped out of hyperspace, and before we could scramble fighters to intercept, there were Sith fighters everywhere. In the few flights, we did our best, but we couldn't stop the landing. Then there's all... Because we don't have enough fuel, we won't be able to keep the station in order. We'll try to make the best of what we have left. The Sith numbers seem limitless, but we haven't lost. If you need to get to the Ravager, then you're gonna have to fight your way to the... Good luck.
Don't worry about...
All right, men. The Sith are trying to hold us up in this compound. We need to break through or our Now let's punch a hole in this Sith barrack.
Thank goodness you're here. We just can't seem to make any progress against... we managed to take a few out, but it's up to you to help us. All right, we'll be right...
join you in the assault. These rank-and-file soldiers will do you no good. Let we Mandalorians lead. Kelborn, Zuka.
You will not face this alone. I would have it known.
Are you a preparation?
Sir, Sith warship dead ahead of us. It's attacking Citadel Station.
Let's close the trap. Concentrate all fire on the warship and deploy red and blue wings to engage enemy fighters.
Sir, at this distance, our weapons will barely scratch it.
We can't hope to match its firepower, but we need to draw it away from Telos.
Sir, if it keeps firing on Citadel Station, the station...
I am aware of the situation, Lieutenant. I do not intend to... And I know that ship. It was a...